Yes, I can't hear.
Marina Lucas and Eva Aguero.
Yes, now yes.
Okay. Can you see me?
No,
Oh, you need to activate the camera.
FG.
Okay. Do you have to see me, or I can just talk if I?
I don't need to see you, but I don't know if everybody can see exactly what is going on.
Okay. I'll just keep trying.
When someone talks, it lights up around them, so we could tell if Judy's talking.
Okay,
Oh, it lights up. Yeah.
all right. Okay, Raul.
Ready? Okay, let's go to call this meeting in order.
Sorry.
7:11 p.m. Roll call, Raul Coronado, present. Michael Mendek. Present. Judy Simpson.
Present.
David
Sort of.
is not going to be here. Daniela Cavalier.
Present.
Thank you. Item number 2, approval of the regular minutes from July 2020. I move a motion to approve those minutes. Can I have a second?
I second.
There is any question about those minutes?
No.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. ARC committee minutes from July 2020. I move a motion to approve those minutes. Can I have a second?
I second.
There is any question about those minutes?
No.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All in favor. Okay, grievance committee, we don't have no minutes. I believe that's going to be a meeting scheduled a week from today. Maria?
Yes,
Okay. But we have some issues with the grievance committee. I move a motion to approve the resignation from Terry from the grievance committee. Can I have a second?
I'm sorry, Roll. Say it again, please.
I move a motion to approve the resignation letter from Terry.
Oh,
He resigned from the grievance committee.
yes, I know. I second it.
Okay, I would like to move a motion to nominate John Southfront to cover the spot for Terry. Can I have a second?
I second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All in favor.
Is there any information about him? Like, where does he live? How long has he been here?
He lives in Patio 1. He's an engineer. He has a company. He's a contractor. He inspects buildings that are over 40 years. That is the information that I have from him.
Okay.
Any objection?
No, that was fast. She just resigned, didn't she?
Yeah, but I had a list
Yeah.
of people that want to be part of the
Mm-hmm.
committee, so he's one of them who was on the list.
Okay.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so he's approved. Okay, item number 3, financial statement report. Maria, you want to do that because David is not going to be able to be here?
right. I'm going to tell you the financials at July 31st. We have an operating cash, $155,499.89. The Valley Bank operating is $1,827.81. Center State operating account is $117,844.27. Valley Bank security deposit $34,000. Reserve funds, we have, the association has $201,532.12.
Could you repeat that, Maria?
3,100.
3,000?
I'm sorry, 301,000.
Okay. That's what I was confused. Okay.
$32.12. Valley Bank has $236,508.27. Center State Bank has $65,023.85. To the knowledge of the treasurer, but David, all the invoices were paid up to date, so we don't owe any money to nobody. That's pretty much with the financial statement report.
Thank you, Maria. Property manager's report.
Well, with the property manager, I'm just going to go with the same. The manager drafted minutes from the board directors meeting of July the 13th, which was forwarded to you. We have the compliance meeting minutes, and I thought it was supposed to be, and I mentioned to you earlier, it was supposed to be on the 17th originally, but because of delay of Tropical Isaias completely delayed and all my sending my notices, so I asked the compliance committee to do it on the 24th, just for you to know.
Okay.
So all the notices, all the third notice invitation for that already went on the mail already for August 24th. Now, just for you to know that I always have to keep it, tell you that the permit number that we have is still with the city, is still open. The city is not coming back to me about anything else, so it's still open just in case. We did some irrigation repairs, which I know the board is going to be talking about that. We received emails from different homeowners, and most of the emails that I'm receiving later, it was from the complaint about the lawn service that we're having and how Epic is using the weed killer. We send all those requests to Epic, and they are driving. Yesterday, I know I received an email today from Elena telling me about everything else, what had happened. But last week, when they were cutting, just for you to know, and I think
Lost you.
We can hear you, Maria.
Hello?
Microphone.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes. I hear you, yeah.
What I said, Epic, after I sent the message that Elena told me that they didn't do anything last Friday in certain sections, they missed a lot of stuff. According to them, they did not finish and do because it was completely wet and they wanted to dry it. So they were supposed to, I'm going to let you talk later, Elena, which I want to find out from you. I went there today just to double check, and they didn't do it. They told me they were coming back today to do the other part. So I have all the complaints forward to the president or to the owner of Epic Landscaping. The board of directors also is aware about all this issue because even some board members has the same problem and the same complaint. So I just want to let you know that we are trying to address it today. And to go over with Epic, Epic is still the same company that you used to have it before, just for you to know. They only changed the name, but it's the same company. We did brought some proposal for the board directors to review before, and I have to tell you, it was a little bit more expensive. Little, I would say double, more than a double for the prices. Also, I just want to let you know that we have a meeting with the City of Weston for definition that we have today. You will see, the board director will see my report later on about that meeting. But I just want to let you know that the meeting that is scheduled today, everything went okay. The association is doing what we are supposed to be doing with the city of Weston. And I already forwarded several stuff for the city of Weston, just to let you know about that. And, for everybody, I know most of the community receive violation letters for with the approved color. The color that the picture that they gave me that I was provided, the color that it has in that picture, it was like a little bit of orange. So I went myself and I bought the paint and I did my sample to go over, because the color is completely different to the color that it is in the picture. So it's a lot of violation letters that I have different meeting with several homeowners. I'm going to tell you several homeowners. Some of them understood that the color that they have is completely different, because if you used to go before around your community, you used to have like a 4 to 5 different colors of fence. We're talking from orange, really orange, to the dark brown. So that was in some of the part when you go in the back, that's when you see all the fences. Just for you to know, that was part of my first violation in back of the houses according to my contract. So that was my first one that I did back on July the 16th. That pretty much is my report for the management report. If anybody from the board has any question?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Thank you, Maria.
You're welcome.
Item number 5, this is new and old business. We have 5 ratification. I move a motion to ratify these 5 items. Can I have a second?
I second.
Is that Daniela?
Yes.
There is any question about those 5 items?
No.
No.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All in favor. New business. We have a serious problem. On August 5th, some group of people went to Patio and breaks Daniela's car.
The window.
The window. August 6th, they came to Patio 2. They got into, I'm aware, 2 different people. Reports were filed with the police. This is something that is a big concern because sound to be different groups. People from the 5th, they were already arrested. People from the August 6th, we don't have no idea what's going on with them, but it sounds like it's a little groups, attacking this community. So it's critical that people keep those lights up front of their houses. That prevent them to get close. I saw it in my video how they went straight to my house and went straight to the house that was dark. And they spent about 10 minutes in there. That's how comfortable they were here. 10 minutes in one place, in one car.
Do you know what car they
Huh?
had on the August 6th? What car do they have? Did you see the car?
Yes, that was a different car. I believe the car that went to your house was a Jeep.
A
This
Jeep
one was-
Compass.
Yeah, this one was a sedan, black sedan.
But they already got arrested and charged.
No, the first one from my house. But last night, around
We don't know.
12:45, I was awake and I saw a pickup truck doing
That was
circles
me.
on the roundabout. Again, I have them on video, but they didn't do anything. But I want to see if they come back today. It was at 12:45.
But are you sure is
That was my pickup truck you seen. I just got home from Orlando and I drove through the neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
If you're trying to get me in trouble, I'm not going down there to check out your property no more.
No, thank you. I was scared because of the lights were so light, like turned on. I was like, okay, something's there. I went into my video. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
keep
and I
record
just,
of it just in case. I
I
have
just
it
got
downloaded.
home and I figured, I said, it's kind of late. I'll drive down there 'cause I just got home.
Okay, then. Okay, you can do it again. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Daniela, didn't you get hit last time too?
Yes, on October
Yeah.
31st. Yeah.
Wow.
So we gotta be
Amazing.
careful. We have to be careful, put those lights, keep those lights all night long. That provide some security, They don't like to have to see those lights.
Yeah, both times they turn to my cameras and leave, but they already did the damage, so.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys has any recommendation. I think that we spoke before about security, high police. It's too expensive to bring the police to patrol our community. I don't think it's part of we can afford it. It's very expensive.
Well, I don't think it's practical.
No,
I mean, with a small community, I think that we just need to be really vigilant.
Yeah, definitely.
So
We could have crime watch.
something that we have to think about to see. Probably somebody come with an idea, and meanwhile, we're going to be looking to see what else we can do. But that's a problem because look what happened. The pool was damaged. The gate was damaged. The box that allowed the key to operate. That was $1,074 that could be used for something else. So it's incredible,
Yeah.
By the way, I secured the box. I put metal straps. So basically, it's impossible to open again because I have one on the top and one on the bottom. So it's secured inside with the screws. So there's no way that from outside you're going to be able to remove those screws. So I hope that prevents or at least take longer until somebody sees something.
Do you know if I can put like a sign on my front lawn that says that you're under video or something? You're being watched
According to the document, it's prohibited to have signs.
in my lawn?
The only thing that is permitted is those small signs for the realtors.
Okay, not like a alarm system or anything.
Well, the alarm system, I think, is okay.
What is the size that you're looking for? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I'm just thinking about it like an 8x8 or something, a small one.
Well, they usually give you a sign when you put an alarm in. It's very small.
Yeah, but I have my own, like the Nest that has a sign.
Right. Oh, yeah, right.
Daniela,
Yes.
even if you have the sign in front of your house, they are not going to read it. I think the one thing that is going to deter all the people that are coming inside your house is to put more lighting, more motion lights. I understand you do have it,
Yes.
but you need to have probably an extra motion light to put it in there, and they will be a little bit more scared. Now, just to ensure that when I spoke to the new BSO, the new captain,
Okay.
Captain Cavalier, he just started last Friday because Captain Butler just resigned. So Captain Cavalier already is putting a lot of patrolling in the communities, not only from Patio home, but from all the communities that they don't have a gate. So that is what they are targeting right now. You have Patio and you have executive homes. So both of them they are doing because both of them are getting targeted right now. The
Okay.
other problem that we have in the community, and I will say around Western, is that the homeowners they leave their cars unlocked. So even though that you're in a safe city, still you need to lock your car. It is very important. A lot of people they are leaving the cars unlocked, and they are easy for the thieves that they will come and get all your personal items from you. So one of the stuff that I'm asking everybody, I know everybody use the driveway, is that you need to make sure that you lock your car. Number two, most important, don't leave anything personal, and don't leave your garage opener, because you are giving them right there another option at your house while you are. So we all have to take precautions because I'm a homeowner too. We have issues here where I live in Cooper City. The same thing. So I'm just going to tell you, you have to try to not to leave stuff that's valuable in the car, and to make sure that you lock your car. and I have 3 flat lights in front of my garage door. So the first one doesn't work, the second one, and the third one. And I'm telling you, it's like a daylight. It goes crazy in my garage.
Yep, that works.
I just want to let you know, those little we are not going to solve the problem because these kids, they are not coming from Weston. These kids are coming from different city down in Miami. So I just want to let you know, but it's still, we all, as a homeowner, we have to be aware
from
about
Miami
this
just
issues.
for here for us.
That's the only thing I wanted to say, Raul.
I seen BSO go through here, but they come by in the daytime, which to me nothing really going on. I never see them at night.
No, they are going at night on the cover car. So they are going. Believe me, I have the city manager too, Don Decker. He's always on top. They want to have everything in the community. They don't know it unless they have time to do it. They don't have especially urgent problems around Western. They are in the community. You might not be able to see them because they are in the cover. And you might think that they're the key, but
Yeah, both times it was around 1:40, 1:30 a.m.
When I'm
Last
out,
year and this year, it's around that time.
yeah, the only time I ever seen them is sitting at Country Isles Elementary. That's the only time I ever see them.
Yeah, me
3 or
too.
4 there.
Yeah.
Yep.
people asking the request, Mike, over and over to, like I said, to the city manager and now to Captain Cavalier. And I keep asking that question that they have to patrol more often the community.
Okay. But I can say that they respond very well to the complaint. They were fast, they were effective. The following day they were here. Right, Daniela?
Yes.
Yep.
No,
And they
this,
came the next day and took everything and
Daniela, you were, your window got broken in the morning, early in the morning, the same day they came.
yeah, they broke my window on the 5th. I haven't fixed it. The insurance hasn't come,
Okay.
so I have it on a neighbor's garage. My car.
They didn't come and put the window yet?
Nope. Right now with the COVID, that you have to make an inspection, and schedule it, and they say that they'll call you. They don't call, then I do it again, and
Wow.
that's how we are. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Did they get prints off your door or no?
No, they have gloves.
Yeah, gloves,
Wow.
mask,
Yeah, they have gloves.
everything.
No, I just when I seen the video, it didn't look like he had gloves on. That's why I was kind of curious.
Yeah.
Because when he leaned on the door to lean inside, it didn't look like he had gloves. I was just curious.
Yeah, they did have gloves. Last time they did in October last year. Yeah, they did. Got to get the prints.
And with this, we finish our agenda. I move a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes?
Yes. Are we going to discuss the letter that we received from a prior board member about the mailboxes, or
Which letter?
from a prior board member about the mailboxes?
You want to speak about that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not really my place to speak about it, but he was pretty adamant about it, that it's in our docks and it's supposed to be maintained. I mean, can we talk about that?
Maintain is a broad expression, okay? We are now moving away from maintenance, maintain, and place the mailbox, okay? But that's going to help. But transfer these things to the homeowner is going to prevent, okay, a special assessment when the time comes to replace those mailboxes. About 5-6 years that was done by the association, right?
I think it was longer than that.
Maybe 7 years, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, at this moment, and this is from June 30, 2000, okay, this is old. No, this is old. Maria, if you have that with you, what is the reserve hazard at this point for mailboxes? I don't think that we don't even have the money to cover the paint.
$4,003.90.
90 cents. You know what is the cost to paint the mailboxes? Almost $12,000. So we don't even have that money in the reserve because it was already used by the prior administration when that was done 6-7 years ago. Okay, so to prevent and start to build a fund, okay, that's what was presented to the board, okay, to transfer this responsibility. That's going to cost only $6 to each homeowner to do the job. I did it in my house. I did it myself. And it's only $6, and it's not going to jeopardize whatever we need to replace those mailboxes when the time comes. And I believe they are scheduled for 2027. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, Maria. So the idea was to help with $6. That is not going to affect anyone. Okay, keep those mailboxes in good presentation and continue building the fund by 2027.
Okay, because a lot of people asked me about that, and I just wanted to make sure it was confirmed by somebody.
Okay. That's any other question about that?
So I'm a homeowner. What about the elderly who just aren't going to do that?
Hold on.
Or
They're in the middle of it.
Wait a minute. I'm going to give you everyone. I have a list completely.
That's next. That is coming.
Right, it's coming. Everybody will have the opportunity to speak. I'm just going to ask you to hold on a little bit until we finish with the board directors meeting, please. Go ahead.
So that is the answer to your question, Yuri.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else? Someone else about that? Anybody from the board? No?
no.
So I will continue with the agenda. I need a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:37. Can I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 I
Opposed? All in favor.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to open the floor for the open forum. Everyone is going to have 3 minutes to present your case. Maria, this is your floor.
Everybody how they sign in. That's what I put my list. I have Elena, the first one who was waiting.
Hi there. Yes. When they had not cut the grass for 2 weeks when they came out on August 7th. I had sent you the video from when they were here in July, and they ran over, instead of picking up the palm fronds, they ran over the palm fronds, which I'm not sure how good that is for their lawnmower, but at least I guess they got rid of the palm fronds. Then it was 2 weeks before they came back out. So they came back out on Friday. It did not rain on Friday here. The grass was not wet because I walked out afterwards to take the pictures. So for them to say that the grass was too wet to mow is not correct. And I would definitely tell you that is not, my neighbors can attest to that. So I took those pictures because now the grass they didn't mow is approaching about 10 inches high. If they don't come out until the end of the week, you could lose a small dog in there, I think. I mean, it's getting bad, and it looks terrible. I mean, it looks even worse than the pictures that I took, because when you see it, it's just like you could see where they drove down one part and the other, but they didn't do the middle, or they did, like my house has it's like a little ridge and a drop off. So they did the drop off that was closer to the lake, but then when they went to the next house, they did the ridge, but not the drop off. So it's like, it's all patchwork all over the place. And there's large swaths where they did nothing at all. So now the grass is on those areas are, like I said, it's approaching about a foot tall. It looks terrible, and they did not come today.
So they didn't come.
They did not come.
When I went there today, I was there maybe around 1:45.
Mm-hmm.
I called the manager, and they told me they're almost finished in the other property. And they said, after that, I'm coming back to your property. But thank you that you are telling me right now that, Elena.
And when I drove out of Patio 1 earlier today, and I turned left, I looked, down the row of Patio 2. You could see the homes along the lakefront. They cut that just fine. So I don't know what happens, but it seems like what I've noticed with their pattern is what they do is they'll come out early in the morning with the weed whacker and do the finer areas, like around the trees and around the edging, in Raleigh. Then they'll come and do like a part of it and stop for lunch. And then what happens is they come back from lunch, they go somewhere else, and they don't come back to us. It seems like this has been a pattern with them, that they forget to come back. And that's what it seemed like they had done part of it, and then they just forgot to come back.
Okay. You have a valid point, Elena. I have to tell you right now. I need to address that with them, but at the same token, again, I have to go to look for another proposals for all the companies, because I have with 2 proposals, and to tell you, those 2 proposals were very high. And I'm using one of the vendors that I have for Executive One, just for you to know, and 2.
Huge.
Well, and like I've said before, they always did a good job. They've been here for, 10 years or more. And and when you look at our property and how much they have to do and maintain, and the area is, it's very fussy to get in and around the different houses and whatnot. And they've always done a pretty good job, I think, overall. But this has been I'd say in the last maybe 6 months or so, that they seem to really be, dropping the ball. So I don't know if it's because they have a supervisor that's not doing their job, or, if the workers aren't properly trained or whatever, but it's tough. And I went driving to try to find them, on Friday when they left my area, and I couldn't even find them. Their truck was still parked towards the front. There was nobody there, and I couldn't find where they were to tell them to, hey, come on back to Raleigh. You forgot us. So,
Maria, can I add to what Elena was talking about with the landscape crew?
Wagi, you're the next one in my list. Each one has to have the 3 minutes. So give me a second. I will come back.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Elena. All right. I will now go to the next one. I have Mrs. Wagi. Can please take your microphone off, please.
So adding on to what Elena said, we had issues here too. Number 1 was they were killing our grass. Instead of using the edge trimmer, they were just spraying chemicals and killing our grass, which now the beds keep extending, so now you need more mulch or rocks. The other one was that instead of picking up the leaves, they were blowing it into smithereens all over my backyard and never really picking it up. When I addressed it to the crew member that was here, their supervisor, his words were, we're getting a lot of new employees that are new and inexperienced, and we have to stay on top of it. Those were his words. So I just wanted to add that up because, and you're right, Elena, they were doing a really good job for years. So it seems like the new people that are coming in, maybe they're not trained, but they don't have a nice attitude either. So, a couple of things going on. I wanted to address the board in regards to the ongoing drainage problem that we've had, which we've brought this issue forward many times before. And that is because in towards our backyard, we have this raised mound that when it rains, all the water dumps into our backyard and also our neighbors to each side of our home, which they have brought up the complaints as well. And we really want to put a remedy to that because we're in the process of redoing our landscaping in the backyard. Maria, because you came in here and you saw that we removed a lot of overgrown material and things that were just dead because of the constant water. So we want to address the board to know what is going to be done. I understand there's other areas in the community that had similar problems, and the association did put in some kind of drain, whether it was a French drain or it was one of those, forgot what you call it, a diverter, which is actually a very inexpensive way to do that, and it makes perfect sense in that area. because it's already there. We just need the actual, whether it's a ditch or, I guess people that are in landscaping would know more about that. But what happens is when the water hits that area, instead of keep rolling down, which is of course that's what it's going to do into our backyard, it then diverts that water into the front, towards the front where there's a drain system already set up. Every person that we talk to, landscapers, the gutter people that are coming to put the gutters, we even had a landscape architect engineer said that no matter what we do right now is going to be, again, full of muck, because that water is so much, it's like a river. We have pictures and I'm going to send that to the board. This is not like, when we have a major storm. It's whenever we have those wonderful summer storms that we have in Florida, my back patio is underwater. So I would like the board to let us know what can be done about that. Obviously, we're going to do what we can to control the water from the roof, over the property, but we need assistance on that issue. And then that was the one thing. We have similar situation on the side of our home between the two properties. That's an ongoing issue too, that never ever dries. It's actually a hazard. If you walk through there, you can actually fall, and we've had people actually slip and fall on that area. It is the common area. It doesn't belong to either one of, whatever that strip of land is in there. And I just feel like there's something wrong with either the sprinkler system there or maybe a plumbing pipe that was burst or destroyed or something. Somebody needs to look in that area to find out what's going on. Again, the neighbors next door obviously have brought this up again in front of the board as well. We just need some kind of resolution for that. And last but not least, I sent Maria an email that I wanted to become more involved with the community, and I'm looking to join one of the committees. I don't know how many committees there are. I know that there's either landscape or architectural, and you have a grievance committee, and you just mentioned another one. I was also thinking of doing a welcoming committee, because right now we don't even have a process to approve buyers. And we could actually set up something like that to meet the new buyers, to welcome them to the neighborhood, to kind of like go over the rules and regulations so that there's not so much, there's a lot of, some of them don't know the rules, they don't read the documents. So I feel like if we have that welcomes them and kind of goes over, what is expected, and that way they put a name with a face, it will be a much more pleasant welcoming to homeowners than receiving a violation letter because they didn't know what was acceptable and what wasn't. And it actually opens the community to a much more inviting, more neighborly, which we all need to have that. Just a thought, but definitely would like to know if there's any opening in a committee that I can join. That would be lovely.
All right.
And I guess my time was up. Was that ding-a-ling-ding?
Long time ago.
Sorry about that.
Jackie, I can add your name to the list, okay? And when opening come, you follow the steps on whatever we have in there. So thank you for the idea to create a committee to welcoming new homeowners. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, we've always talked about it. It just never was initiated.
Okay, the next one that I have in my list, I have Holly Polis. Holly?
Hi.
Take your microphone. Okay, now, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Thank you for your patience. And thank you, Maria, because I know you have to tolerate all of us sending you 9 million emails, specifically my husband. So I just wanted some clarification on that paint color that you sent. It's really hard to see what the paint codes are on that little weird swatch that you sent. He sent it to me, and I couldn't read them. So if there's a way to get maybe a better visual picture of that, that would be, I think, fantastic. And also, I was wondering, and I asked the board, many of us are looking to actually replace those fences right after hurricane season. We didn't want to repaint them if we were going to actually replace them because they're rotted. And that was a concern of ours as well, because we did get the violation letters. What are we going to do in those situations? Are we going to be expected to paint them and then replace them? What is expected in those instances? And that's actually all I have for today.
Holly, number one, I will send you via email the picture for the color, so maybe
Okay.
that way will help you. Number two, if you are going to replace the fence, you're welcome, and I will put a note that I'm going to give you an extension. Like everybody who comes and get in touch with me, I will give you an extension for 30 days. So within the 30 days, let's say that you're still working on the fence and whatever, you need to call me back and tell me what is going on.
Okay.
Okay, but yes, we are here. I'm pretty sure the board in management is here to try to help the community. We are not here to give you a fine, nothing like that, except when the homeowner doesn't even pay attention to the violation.
Yeah, or when it's
That's
selective.
one thing. But otherwise, while we're having communication, Maria, I cannot do it, we have this problem, XXX, not a problem. We are here to help. And if you're going to replace the fence, I'm going to tell you, do not paint it.
Right. Okay.
It's crazy for you to spend more money when it's not needed. So I'm putting a note just for you to know. And then hopefully within when I send you the color, I will send you to the art form. So when you are ready to replace the fence, you will have to submit that one with all the documents that is necessary. To copy the contract, survey, and all that stuff. All right?
Okay. And then actually, I did have one more question. I mean, in the future, when like all of us get, I mean, I think quite a few people got these letters, right? When something like that happens, I mean, is it maybe something in the future that, you know, and of course I think about the elderly. I have in-laws and my parents, they're getting up there in their years. Is this something in the future that maybe, you know, when things like that go out, you guys could maybe pre-negotiate with a company to be able to replace the fence or come out and paint for a certain price, you know, for those people or even ourselves, because some of us are busy working individuals that may not have time to paint or just aren't very good at it. Or don't know who to call because we're new to the area. I mean, I'm not, but other people may be, that, you know, we don't know who to call or, you know, things of that nature. I mean, you know, my husband, he's a little bit lost about these things, and a good portion of the year I'm actually up in Pennsylvania where I work. And so he's just like, I don't know who to call. And so I had to start rattling off names. So I worry that they get lost or they'll get taken advantage of, you know, and so I just wondered if you guys are going to maybe in the future offer some suggestions so that we get the color right and so that we get a good service as well.
I have to tell you that we have to be a little bit careful. I do not make recommendation for the fences because if something goes wrong with the vendor.
Right.
Understand.
That. And number two, I do suggest that the city also will tell you all the companies for the fence that they are applying because they need to be recognized by the city person. So maybe it will be a help, Holly, that you can call City of Weston and find out which vendors they have.
Okay.
Because number one, like I said, I do not recommend anything because it might come out bad and I will be responsible for that.
Understood.
Holly.
All right.
I have just a recommendation, Holly, because Broward County puts out a book every year of different vendors. And if you didn't get it in the mail, you might be able to find it on their website.
I did get it. Yep. Okay.
So that
Yes.
might help too.
It actually was a helpful book. I saw a few in there. Yes.
Yeah. And I personally have had good luck with Angie's List, but you know, I can't tell you they're all good, but I've had good luck with them too.
Great. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Thank you, Holly.
Thank you.
Okay, I have the next one. I have an owner, but I don't see it at the I have somebody with the iPad. Hello?
That's you.
No?
No name or anything?
No name. It only says iPad. So, okay.
Huh.
So I'm going to take it out. Then the next one I have, I think FD.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Hi.
Daniela, just as a heads up, as per City of Weston ordinance, you're allowed to have a sign on your property that's a square foot, not bigger than that. Okay, just as a heads up, so just for your info. I had a question that was brought up by Raul with the cost for the mailboxes. You mentioned the $12,000. What is that for? Is that the maintenance? Is that repairing? Is that the painting or replacing the mailboxes that you
Only
mentioned?
painting. Correct me if I'm wrong, Maria.
Only painting.
Only painting. You mentioned it costs us $6. $6 at 248 houses is only about $1,500. How do they come up with $12,000 for that?
I cannot respond to that because I don't have no access to that information, how the vendor send the estimates.
Okay, but you said it would cost us $6 to paint, right?
Well, that's what costs the value of the spray when you go to Home Depot and buy that
Okay.
and you do it yourself.
Just to
Okay.
let you know,
Cost me.
guys.
That's what cost me to buy the spray and do it myself.
Okay. All right.
When
My
they
next.
do the painting, professional, just to let you know, Frank, they remove the mailboxes. They don't do the painting on site. They remove the few mailboxes, put the temporary. That's why it become too expensive.
Okay.
They will go and paint it in the shop because they want to have the warranty. Just when you're doing
Okay.
the paint, it might last you a year and a half. This one should be lasting like 10 to 15 years again.
Mm-hmm.
So just for
Okay.
you to know.
Okay.
And of course, they will put the new letters, the new number for the mailboxes. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So.
They didn't do that to our mailboxes. They didn't remove them.
Yes,
When
they
it-
didn't remove it the last time. They did it right there.
There, right, bro? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So my next question is, what happens if we don't paint our mailboxes? Are we going to get a violation letter?
Well, at this point, we are asking the homeowners to do it.
Okay.
Okay? We are not enforcing anything.
Okay.
We want to allow people to do it because we receive requests from homeowners that they want to paint. Okay? And then I start to look at the numbers. And the numbers look very low, and that's when I came to this idea and I presented to the board for an economical package for everyone because I think that works for everyone. Okay? Because nobody want to have those increase and nobody want to have a special assessment. I'm enemy of that. I
Okay.
don't feel that that is fair, and I think that if we can do it ourselves, it's going to be more economical for
Well,
everyone.
Okay. Here's my
It's not a big job either.
No, maybe it's not. But here's my thought on special assessment. We'd have the same what do you call it? Our payment for the HOA payments have been the same for years. If we have to pay a single special assessment to repair and beautify our community, why are we so much against it? I think, if it's going to be used for repairing and beautifying the entrance or the streets, all of our community, I'm for it. That's something you guys would, I understand that there's a lot of elderly people on a fixed income, but there's also a lot of new families that are moving in. And the only way we're going to attract new families is to beautify our community. I think that's a good way of doing it. That's up to you guys whether you want to do it or not, but that's my 2 cents on it. Okay. My next question was, how do I get a download of the minutes to the meetings?
Very easy. I can send you the the procedures, the rule that we have, how to request the official records.
Okay.
And I will email you that tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. All right. Do you need me to send you an email requesting?
No, I have it already.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. My last question: I noticed. I think it was last month that they just pressure washed the entrance of the street valleys. Is that? I know in previous years they pressure washed the whole community. Is this what we're doing now going forward?
According to the board directors, the whole board wanted only to do the entrances of the community, because for the prices when we came out to do the valleys of every in front of the house, it was too expensive.
Okay.
So right now, what I need to make sure that everybody is safe is to make sure the communities who has a sidewalk is not as slippery. Like I'm talking patio 1 and patio 3.
Right.
But to make sure that the entrance is beautiful when you come in, I want to have it clean, pressure wash the whole entrances.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing.
All right. Is there any consideration on creating a sidewalk for patio 2 on the entrance? Is there any talks of that? No?
I was talking about that.
I understand you weren't talking about that. I'm just asking the question. Is there any talks about maybe possibly creating a sidewalk entrance for patio 2 because we don't have one? You know, people walk, it's a dark entrance at night. People walking their dogs. It's very dangerous. Cars coming in and out. Okay. That's just throwing it out there. So now we're I guess the cost. My next thing is the cost to pressure wash in front of our houses. It's going to be dealt on us now, on the homeowners. That's an added cost to say when we pressure wash our driveway or our roofs. Are we going to have to do that also?
Frank, has been the practice from the beginning. For 18 years, has been power wash my roof, power wash my house,
Right.
and also the gutter of my house. And when that gets dark, because a lot of debris that coming from the green into the gutter, then I
Right.
have to do it myself.
Right, I understand that. Right, I've done that in the past. I have no problem doing that. But if the people that contract say, to pressure wash their roofs, that's going to be an added cost for them. So that's what I'm talking about. It's just going to be an added cost to the homeowner now because they're not doing everywhere else.
Frank, I always got a vendor that do everything for the same price.
Okay.
And you can shop it around, you can get it for better price. Shopping around,
Okay.
give you a better deal.
Okay. This goes back to the beautification that I have a problem with in our community. I think if you check under City Ordinance Chapter 95, the HOA is responsible for maintaining the streets and all the common areas. Okay, I may be wrong, but I think it's in there where, if you look under City Ordinance Chapter 95, it's written in there. Okay, all of the streets, maintenance on the streets, and all of the common areas. That's my point is that's also including the mailboxes and the street valleys, the rest of the streets. There's also Chapter 72 that talks about parking. I know at one point way back we talked about parking, and the police, the sheriff's department wasn't coming in, and they weren't going to uphold anything. But there's a city ordinance, Chapter 72, that deals with parking the wrong way, parking in the corners, parking by the stop signs. I just wanted to bring that up just to attention and maybe check it out and see if I'm wrong. I'll retract it, but I don't think I'm wrong. Okay, I just want you guys to check it out and see where the HOA stands on that.
Let me give you the information, okay? Because I did it myself. I went over there to speak with Mike Miller, And the answer was that the police cannot get into the private property and issue citation to no one, okay? Because that was a conflict on something that they had in place, and that the commissioner needed to review it to be sure that everything was updated.
Okay.
I'm talking about over a year ago.
Right. I know it's brought up. Yeah.
Communication requesting the police to enforce the parking over here in the community.
Yeah, we talked about. Yeah, I know it was talked about a year ago. Yeah, I remember when we brought it up. I'm just saying, it's just I don't. Then is it the HOA's responsibility to send like notifications then? Inside the community, if it's the parking, I'm not going to take up too much on your time. That was just the thought I had. I wasn't sure if, since the police are not responsible, is the HOA responsible for sending a notification to or whoever's car that is. You know what I mean?
They have in the past already.
Violation has been sent to people that
I have the
ordered to management. Okay.
Okay.
And after 3 violations, they are sent it to the grievance committee.
Okay.
They failure to respond. We have some people that they don't care and they continue with the same
Right.
practice.
Right.
That's the way that they go to the grievance committee because they don't respond.
Right. Okay. So that is in effect, and that's being enforced by you guys. Okay. I just wanted to confirm. That's all. I appreciate the info.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have somebody with the name owner. I don't remember. Okay, got you.
Hey, hi. Very quickly, I just wanted to add, the mailboxes were put in, to my knowledge, in 2002. That's when they were changed out. I also wanted to I guess, support what was said by the previous 2 homeowners regarding the landscaping, because we're all in the same boat on that. And as far as the lighting is concerned, it is very dark. If there's anything that can be done to perhaps even sending a note out to everyone and asking them to try to upgrade their lighting in front of their house. And if everybody relooks at assesses their property and tries to upgrade the lighting, that might be helpful for everyone. And my other comment was that it has been 2 years since the trees have been trimmed in the front and in the back. I know there was talk that it was done just a year ago, but I know it was done. It was done 2 years ago, and whatever. And I spoke to you about this, Maria. Whatever can be done about some work in the back would be appreciated. That's all I have.
Thank you. I have now, hold on. Debbie Arana, he left. I have somebody with the phone number 8484. Hello?
No longer than 10-15 minutes.
Okay, I have also in the next list is Frederick and Melissa Azulay. Hello? Can you hear me? No? Okay, Emily, she left already. And then I have Sylvia Cáceres. Hello?
Microphone off.
Okay, nobody. Then I don't have anybody else, guys. That was my last one. I know they are sending me texts or messages with the while we are talking here. I didn't read all of them. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that the pool, and like Raul said, the pool is already open because he fixed it. He put it, we pay over a little bit at $1,000 to have that whole system replaced because somebody damaged. It is not included in the insurance because insurance, the deductible is